Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this wonderful Saturday evening. Don't know about you guys, I'm sitting here in a nice balmy 20 degrees of heat, but hopefully you're having a great weekend, whatever the weather. Right, what am I getting up to this evening? Well, have a guess. That's right, I'm carrying on with the 4D puzzles Boba Fett Starfighter, or to give it its real name, Slave 1 from the Mandalorian series. And this basically is how far I've got so far. We have ourselves a half decent representation so far. I've got all the panels on now, all around the ship itself, including the front, which I've done while I was waiting for the stream to start. And as you can see, I've got one of the landing legs in place, and one of the rear panels in place back there. So my aim is basically to get another one of these made up and done, another one of those made up and done. And once they're fitted to it, all I've got to do is put the stand on it, and that is basically finished. So hopefully during this stream, or while I'm watching or taking part in Marcus's stream, which of course starts at 10 p.m. UK time, this will be done and dusted, and I will then get a little short video sorted out for that and stick it up on my channel so you can take a look at it at your leisure. But before we go any further, let's take a quick look through chat, see who we've got in. And the first person in, pretty much as ever, was Dave Markey saying, "Evening, Graham. Hiya, David. Good to see you, mate." And we then had, where is he? There he is, Kylo Gaming, saying, "G-Man, hello all." Hi, Carl. Thanks for joining us, mate. Always good to see you. What's this? Oh, hello. Got a scary thing watching with me. Got Abby. Tell her to behave herself, Carl. Tell her to behave herself. You know, she doesn't get away that easy. And we've also got following Ghost in. Hi, Ghost. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Good to see you. We also have Tiffany Lewin. Hi, Tiff. Great to see you, mate. Hope I didn't do too much damage covering for you yesterday. And Ghost saying hi to Tiff, Kylo, and David. And we got Paul Christopher in. Hiya, Paul. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Good to see you. And everybody saying hello to each other. What a friendly bunch. I don't know. Make sure I don't miss any of these. Just flash them up on screen. Everybody saying hello, which is great. And there we go. Brilliant. Oh, hello. And we've got Marcus in. Hiya, Marcus. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for dropping by. Good evening, you old so-and-so. What a bloody cheek. I don't know. You do some fluffing for a man that really needs the assistance. And that's the sort of thing you get, you know. I don't know. Right. Let us crack on with a bit of this. So as I say, it is pretty much done now, apart from one of the support legs. And that little rear section goes on there on the other side. Once that's done, all I've got to do is build the stand, which comes with it, and is again cardboard, and we are just about done. So let's have a look, see what bits we need. There we go. Try and get the camera in a bit closer so you can see what I'm up to. There we go. So this is the next section that we need to put together. Oh, hello. I've got a lot of chats running away before I've even started. Come on, I want to finish this tonight. If so, the true test will be tomorrow evening. Yeah, that's very true. I'm sure you'll have more people than usual because, I was that good covering for you, Tiff, honest. I mean, the invoice is in the post. I haven't charged a lot for helping out, but. And who's it? Hello, we've got Dorcasaurus in. Are you Dorca? I hope you're well, mate. Thanks for dropping by. And Marcus is loving the slave one. That's good to hear, mate. Glad you like it. And we'll just flash up all the hellos. Don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. I would ignore people, but. And before I go any further, just bear with me 1 sec. I just want to check something on the mighty YouTube. Oh, right, yeah, that's all right. I just wanted to make sure that Marcus had a blue shield over on YouTube because I couldn't remember whether he did or not, but he has. Right, and I think I'm just about up to chat. Right, now if you lot can shut up for a little while so I can get some modelling done, that would be much appreciated. Right, where are we? What do I need? So we'll look at these parts here. Not many to go, so it shouldn't be too difficult finding bits this evening. Right, so what I want first is 111, which is this bit here. There we go. Let's get that off the card. We'll just prep the slots in there. Piece of cake, really. I just got a pair of angled tweezers, and they just push out really easily. No tearing or anything like that involved with them. These are much easier than Middle Earth kits, Marcus, I think you'll find. Right. Piece out. Lovely. Get that in the bin. Great stuff. So that is going to go that side. Now what I need is, I think I will go with the top one first, the 127. Let's see if I can find it. 127, there we are. There we go. I mean, like, all the pieces just come on a sheet like this. They're really easy. You just pop them out. They're all numbered up nicely. And as I say, it also comes with a stand to put it on once you finish. So let's get out the 127. I have my finger stuck in an hole there. You can keep your comments to yourself. Right. So this is going to, I assume, let's have a look, make sure I've got it in the right position. Right. They should push fit into there quite securely. Like that. And this back section just bends down. That slots in there. Like that. Now what I like to do is, they don't say that you need glue for these sort of kits, but what I'm using, I'll just grab some old white PVA glue. It's the really cheap one that I picked up. It's just marked up as white PVA, and I think it's like for schools and crafting and stuff like that. And I'm just using a little bit of that around the joints, around the tabs, just to make sure they stay secure. And I know it looks like there's a lot going on there, but I will clean it up in a second. Just grab a Little pot of water, dip the end of a cotton bud in, just make it damp but not wet. Just go either side of the seam and just take the excess off with the dry section. There you go. I mean, in theory, any parts that you can't see, you could run any sort of paper glue down the inside there just to make it even stronger. But part 39, where are we? Come on, part 39, your time is up. Let's see if I can find the damn thing. Part 39. Right, so we'll be on that one. Aha. Gotcha, part 39. As I say, simple as that to take out. Very nicely engineered kit for a paper kit, I must admit. So, this one, yep, just the 2 tabs. So, let's see now. Quite a tight fitting tab there, but it will go. That's it. That one fit there. Oh, get it in straight. Tab it in there. That's that one in place. Let's get this held in place nicely. Again, slather the old glue on. Do it with a cotton bud. Away we go again with the clean up. Fresh bud. There we go. That'll clean up nicely. Okay. That's those pieces in. Right, I will catch up with the chat when I've got a chance. Will be. I think that's in response to me telling people to shut up. No, you can carry on talking. I'll let you off. We will keep the messages. Oh no, short. Yeah, that's what I like. And we got Revo in. Are you, mate? Thanks for dropping by. Always good to see you. And Tiff said, I've seen another of those types of kit you might like, Graham. What's that then? I may well be interested. And Tiff saying hi to Revo. And Revo saying hi to Tiff. Yep, so what's this kit then? Hopefully something really exciting. Right, 125 on the next. And that one, I think. Oh no, just one more on there. I'm just about going to chuck something in the bin, which wouldn't have been very clever because it still had a part left on it. Me and my total ineptitude, that is. Right, 125, which is on this sheet here. Where is it? Try to open. There we go. There we go. 125. Good stuff. Right, I'm just going to take a swig of my coffee. I've still got a chance. Let's have a look. See how good I am at keeping on top of all this chat? Oh, cheers, Tiff. Nice one. I shall have a look in a sec. Have a look, see. Have to bear with me. I'm just. Oh. Oh, I do like that. Bear with me. Don't know if I can do this or not, but it's not letting me share it. That bag. But for those of you that are interested, it is another 4D card build like this, but it's a Grogu sitting in his pram, which looks rather nice, I must admit. And it's only £15, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm sorely tempted now. You never know, I might get one just for the hell of it. Yeah, that makes a pleasant change. Me doing well. Good God. Right, so where was I? Here I is. Right, so it's this section here which bins in several places, like this. And that has to fit around here. So let me just see. Right, it's going to have to be the other way round, definitely, for those tabs to line up. So let's see if we can get past the tab in first. Yeah, this one's quite a tight fit. If I get the end ones in first, I should then be able to coax this one into place. Slow but sure. And get that final one. In the back there. Oh, that torn it. Do not worry though, that'll fix. Me being heavy-handed. There we go. In fact, you won't see any of that once I've actually got the tab in place, the top one, this section. So let's get that on. Ay, 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 ay. Well, just saying it's exclusive to Smith's Toy Store. Another 4D kits in there as well. Oh, nice one. Very nice. I mean, I would say if you're interested in or like the look of this sort of kit, then I would recommend it because they are pretty simple to put together. The instructions are very clear. I haven't had any problem in working out what needs to go where. Some of the bits can be a little bit fiddly, but you know, when you make plastic kits as well, pretty much every kit has that little fiddly element to it, doesn't it? There we go. Now what we need to do is get this fitted together. So first things first. Lining up some of these. There's top 3 in place. That fits there. That one goes on there. What to do? Let's have a look. I need just a little bit of coaxing. There we are. Okay. And that bit is basically together. So what we'll do is I'll just run some glue over these. So what you guys been up to today? Anything exciting? Or just enjoying the weather or shopping? Or I personally have done very little. I think this is probably the longest I've ever gone without using any Tamiya extra thin. Although I must admit, Terry singing about it has probably put me off using that stuff for life. Okay. Go. Let's clean up a bit better. Okay, we'll leave that to one side for a minute to dry off a little. And we'll get back to the chat for a minute or two. Yeah, I know the feeling, mate. Yeah, I did plenty of that today as well, funnily enough. That's why I'm not going to swear until after the watershed at 9 o'clock. Because doing it before then would be bollocks, wouldn't it? Oh, damn. Never mind. Let's clean those bits off my desk. Oh, Marcus had a nice and relaxed day. Great stuff. And we got Lindsay's builds in. Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Good to see you. And we got Sprue and Glue in. Hiya, Sprue. Hope you're well, mate. Love that kit bash you done of the pod racer. And everybody saying hello to each other. Here we go. And we've got 14 people watching. That's absolutely brilliant. Can I ask if you haven't already done so, give us a thumbs up. on the stream. It helps the old YouTube algorithm realise that I'm not an AI, because the last thing I want it to do is let it think that I work for Airfix, you know. So that would be good. And if you like what you see me building on these streams and in some of my videos, then consider subscribing to the channel. It's absolutely free. If you hit the notifications button, whenever I put up new material, you'll be notified. So something to consider. Right. Something I got to consider now is carrying on with this thing. Right, so 98. Where are we? Oh, look at that, straight ahead. That was useful. If I move that camera over there, that's a little bit better. You can see what I'm doing at least, to a degree. And looking at this needs to fit on to here. So, well, that was difficult, wasn't it? Sure that's butted up nicely to that. Good stuff. I just realised I picked up a second paintbrush and started using it by accident, but these two I do leave to one side primarily for using with white glue, so it's not too much of a ball ache really. I do apologise for the noise outside. I think we've got a gang of bikers decided to come through town this evening. And it could be worse. Right. Now, let me have a look at this. Section 35, I think. If I remember rightly, that's how I did it when I'd done the other one. Where's 35? And that is section 35, and it needs for the picture to go around that away. Okay. So that'll be going on to this main section here, which is 101. Not to be confused with a bunch of Dalmatians, of course. Here we go. And this is, yeah, quite a big section because it's almost a wraparound section. There we go. Let's make sure. Get all these little tabs removed. First, it'll be a complete pain in the posterior if I don't. So, let's have a look. One in there. You can come out. There's 3 more here. Right, let me just double check, make sure I've got them all. Yep, looks like it. Okay. Then let's get rid of those little tabs. And then we can look at this. Now, it folds around that away, I believe. So, this part 35 is to mount into there. Like so. And that section will come around here as well. But before I do that, this section, to have a look-see. Okay, needs to fit in there. So that then these tabs, let me see. Pardon me if it's out of view of the camera, I just need to be able to see myself what I'm doing on this section. Let's have a look. About a bit underneath. Right, okay. You need to go on there and that final tab needs to fit through that gap, but it just needs a little bit of coaxing into position. Like so. There we go. Right, so let's get some goodly stuff down on this. Back to the goo. Once I've just glued this bit up, I'll leave it to set for a minute and I'll get back to the chat. So bear with me, I'm on my way. Oh, look how good I am at this. Is there no beginning to my talent? Really? I don't know. I'll just have a look at the other side a sec. Right. Okay, so that basically is that leg section pretty much done. Let me clean that up a little bit. A little bit of mess around there still. Don't want to be a messy pup. Don't want to start rushing it because I'm nearly finished. Right. Okay, so we'll leave that a second. I'll get back to the chat. Whoa, it's run away from me. Right, everybody's saying hello to each other. That's it. Nice, friendly community is what I like to see. If I got my PhD yet, that'll be the day. Dear, oh dear. And loads of hellos going on. Look at all this. Come on, Graham. Marcus would have had that built by. Oh, never mind. Don't yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, like I say, the only reason I actually started doing this was because of the issues I've been having with my leg. If I needed to just walk away from the desk, I didn't have any paint that I had to worry about putting away and brushes to clean out or whatever. I could just walk away from it as and when I needed to. But I thought, well, now I've started it, I might as well get it done, you know. And then I shall be cracking on with a big boat. Don't worry, Marcus, you can get your own back on them in your stream. Spruce saying Revo, oh no, he wouldn't. He would have cut out the wrong parts. No, I reckon he would have cut out the right parts, but by the time he had finished it, it would have actually looked like an X-Wing. That's what I reckon. Oh, look, snorting in disgust. That's what I like to see, mate. Paul Christopher saying, Revo, Marcus would have had extra PE for it. I don't know. That's what I like about streaming just before Marcus, because you can start picking on Marcus then before his stream's even started. I mean, what more do you want? See, I'm providing a service here, people. And Dorcas saying, okay, the Corvette C7R is painted, peeled in a couple of places. I'll fix that tomorrow. The 3 new kits came in. 1 AMT 58 Chevy Impala for the Papa's Modelling Workshop American Graffiti group build. Oh, nice. Now, I remember American Graffiti. I actually watched that movie when I was at school, would you believe? Yes, I really am that old, people. And I believe Richard Dreyfuss was in it. And I think, I can't remember who the director was now. I want to say Steven Spielberg, but I don't think it was. I think it was, what's his face? Whose name has now totally left me. But if anybody can remember who actually directed American Graffiti, I would be very appreciative. Spruce saying that film would be upside down by now. Yeah, well, I'm not saying anything. I'm not picking on Marcus anymore now. I've decided, you know, us old fogies have to stick together, Dave, you know. And I do include you in that, Dave. Right, so I now have a part that needs to fit over the top of this, which is part 102. There we go. That does need a slight bend in it, like so. Right, and that piece, have a look, see. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to put 72 and 77 in. Now, why didn't people in chat tell me that I hadn't put those 2 bits in first? Come on, guys, I'm relying on you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I am relying on you. So, part 77 and 72. Right, part 77. which looks a bit like this part. And that fits way back in there, like so. So if I put these two bits in first and glue them, so it's part 72 I need. Where are you, 72? I'll say this just to Dave Marcus. I said it on my stream yesterday and he liked it. Come in, part 72, your time is up. Right, see if I can find a damn thing. Not on that bit. Certainly not on there, so it's got to be on here somewhere. Where's 72? 81, 80. Go on, 72. I know you're about somewhere. Ah, gotcha. Okay, so that needs to fit just in here. So they're two like brace parts. Right, so I'll get those glued and I can give them a minute and get back to the chat. Okay. Grab me fresh cotton bud, give them a clean up. Then I can check and see what you lunatics in chat have been saying. Right, okay, let's have a look. Oh my God, how many? God, good God, you're filling up the chat tonight, guys. Keep it going, I love it. Saves me doing any work. Dorcas saying kit 2, it's a Rebel Corvette C5R to go with a C7R. And third, I got a Rebel Shelby Series 1 kit. Oh, very nice. And we got Doug Smith in. Hi, Doug. Thanks for joining us, mate. Much appreciated. I'm just having a quick check to make sure. Yes, you have. You have got a shield over on YouTube. Brilliant. And everybody's saying hello to each other. Dave, shut the F up. It must be a Dave or David thing, you know, because you can shut the F up as well, Spoo. Bloody cheek. Yeah, you don't mention it until I've spotted it, though, do you? You know, typical you average modelers. Yeah, I knew Revo wouldn't let me down. George Lucas, that's what I don't know why I said. Hang on, am I right in thinking that Harrison Ford was also in American Graffiti? I know Richard Dreyfuss was in it, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that Harrison Ford also appeared in it, a very small part. That's it. Once you've said hello to everybody, if you could go round and say hello to everybody again, it would half knock up the number of marks in me chat. That would be brilliant. What's this? If you rely on me, you're back. Oh, yeah. Oh, Dave, now you've come out with something. Car 72, where are you? Now that rings such a bell. Crikey. Oh, hang on. That's what it position it should be. That's better. That's it now. Good stuff. Yeah, it was the actor that played the part of Herman Munster was in it. It was an American comedy series about an American police car, wasn't it? God, no, I'm sorry, Dave, but you're really making me feel old now. You really are. Just saying hello to those I've missed. I'm listening in, but also doing food shopping. Wow. That you see, typical woman multitasking. You know, I can't do that. Well, I can. I mean, my wife said I couldn't multitask, but I pointed out to her the fact that I can drink beer, eat curry, and watch the football on telly all at the same time. So, you know, I don't have an issue multitasking either, to be honest. Hi, Chief, hugs. Pick me up a steak, please. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I was right. Nice one, Dorco. Yes, Harrison Ford was in American Feet. He drove the 55 Chevy Bel Air. I know it was a Chevy that wrecked near the end of the movie. Oh, right. Oh, and Lindsay knows as well. You see, I can honestly say that Dorca and Lindsay are both fonts. No, I said fonts of knowledge. Definitely. Harrison Ford played Bob Falfa. It's a good job his first name wasn't Al, wasn't it? Alfalfa would have been a much better name for him, but you know. And I'm being corrected by Ghost. It was car 54. Where are you? Oh, fair enough then. Well, I apologise to Dave Markey for getting his reference wrong. It was bit 72 I was looking for. You're right. And well done, Ghost. I mean, are you really old enough to remember that series, or are they still doing reruns? I would assume they're reruns. Right, back to the serious stuff. That will be the day. Right, there we go. Sorry again for not having this in view, people, but it's just a fiddly bit that I need to be able to see close up in order to get it to fit. So if you can't see what I'm doing, tough. Right. Having said that, there it is. A little bit there is now in place. Yeah, I'm sure you have been called worse than a front door, don't worry. I can think of a few myself. And Ghost is 68, almost 69 years of age. Oh, wow. Oh, you're only beating me by about 3 years, mate. You know, I'll be 66 in December. And Dorca will be right back. And we have caught up with the chat again. Right, I'm just going to get some glue on these 4 tabs. Joe, that's all I've been seeming to say today. Just going to glue me tabs. I'm sure there's a law against it, but I don't care. Right. God, almost an hour in. Flaming heck. On time fly. Okay, now that is definitely that whole top section done now. So, in terms of the actual kit itself, wow, all I have to do is build up this little section here to fit to the back, put this section into the side of the main body, and then we're just on to making up the stand, and that will be done. Wow. Crikey. I wasn't expecting to get through it this bloody quick, to be honest. And go saying Fred Gwynne is the actor you're thinking of. He was Herman Munster, and I think his last big role was in My Cousin Vinny. Yes. Yeah. I remember that. That was brilliant. Yeah, I did like Fred Gwynne as Herman Munster. I just thought he was a lovable character, you know. Right, I'm going to put this to one side so it can dry, and we'll just see about making this little section up. I mean, it's only, what, 4 pieces, so it shouldn't take that long. 74 is the main paddle section. I'm just going to push through the holes. Probably law against it doing that on a Saturday night, but I don't care. So with that section there, it's the same both sides, so it doesn't matter which way round I actually do that once I put it on. And now I want 81. Where's 81? Right in front of me. Good God. Miracles will never cease. So we have 81. That should be able to bend in a couple of places, which it does, and that needs to be fitted into that section there. That's an easy one. 85. That's right in front of me as well. So what are people up to tomorrow? I've asked you what you've done today. I'm assuming that Revo will be doing fuck all like he has today. Mind you, I mean, looking at Revo when he's on Marcus's stream, I mean, he's so laid back, he's damn near comatose, isn't he? Let's face it. Right. Push them in my slot, if you pardon the expression. Lovely. What we'll do is I'll glue these on the back and I don't have to worry too much about the cleanup, because that is going to fit nicely on the side of the main body. Give it a little clean up, obviously, but not mad. Because the more glue you can have on there in hidden places, the better, I would assume. So we have that one there. I now need 84. And you think that would be quite close to 85, wouldn't you? Let's have a look. Yay! There we go. We've got this one here. That again goes with the pointy bit downwards. So put that in there. That might be awkward if I do it that way. Yeah, well, I have found that some of these bits that bend, they can be a little bit weak on the joint. I mean, that one there is a little bit, but it tends to be okay once you get a little bit of the old PVA on it. I mean, like I say, even if some of the coloured printed paper starts to peel from the backing, as long as you're careful, you can just stick it down again with a little bit of white PVA and you wouldn't even notice that it had been an issue to begin with. Right, so we have that in place like that. Okay, and pointing downwards, this needs to fit on there. That one's on. And that one is on. Okay. Well, that was quite easy. Just dab the old PVA again. Quick dip of clean water. Clean up the edge. Okay. And that is that little section just down there. So we will give that a minute to dry. Ooh, we've run out of chat. Yee-hee. Come on, put some chat in. I do like a challenge. Right, well, 1 hour in, right. You will have to excuse me, but I am going to make myself a cup of coffee. There's no chat for me to worry about. I might as well help myself to a drinky. I've got it right here so I can chat away to you while I'm making it. I must admit, when I'm doing my modelling, I live on these Nescafe 3-in-1s. Yeah, well, I see what you guys are doing, you miserable lot. I mean, I'm going to really tick you off now. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go through your chat. Paul Christopher, of course, put in chat. And of course, here goes Revo with his one letter at a time. Okay. G. Ha ha ha. You might be a smart ass, Revo, but you can't spell. Gum. I mean, really? Really? I don't know. At least Lindsay's put some effort in. Chat, 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 chat. You missed an R. Dear way. Look. Oh, I knew Sprue would get in on the act. Chat, chat away today. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm caught up again. You see, not as good as you thought, are you? Yeah, right, I'm having my coffee. Right. Well, I'm not going to fit that on yet because I want it to be bone dry. So what I can do, take a look at putting together this stand, which will be quite interesting. Oh, yeah, it acts like a little skewer. I like that. People in panel still watching. That's lovely. Thank you. Although I must admit, I know what I'm like. I would quite happily sit here and talk to myself. Before anybody says, I thought you did that anyway, Graham, you can shut up. Right. Piece 118. We have here. Make sure this pushes out okay. That's it. Don't be a smart ass, Paul. Don't be a smart ass, mate. And what's Dave Markey up to? I'm making a pot of tea to go with a large strawberry and cream turnover. Oh, God. You make me hungry now. Shut up. We both going, there's more. And more. And so on. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Hey, and Tiffany's finally finished with her food shopping. Well done, my dear. I don't suppose you bought me anything nice that you could send me over at all, have you? You know, I'm just asking. After all, I did you such a favour yesterday. Hint, hint, you know. Well, actually, I didn't. I just thought I'd stick my nose in and get a chance of doing a stream while you weren't streaming, so. Let's go, Sam. I'm getting a few minutes to work while Sharon is outside waiting for his Amazon driver to get here. All right. We were saying, good, I'm hungry. Yeah, you and me both, mate. Paul Christopher saying, okay, David, let's start a debate. Cream on strawberry or strawberry on cream? Well, I'm a bit of a mediator in my spare time. And I would say if it's not the way you like it, why don't you turn the bugger upside down? You know, these people that go on about their scones, you know, do you have the cream on top or the jam on top? All you've got to do is turn the thing over. It's the same either way up, isn't it? You know. But there again, I think it's these people from Devon and Cornwall, you know, they've got to just start an argument, haven't they? That's all there is to it. Oh, and Tiff's not bought any steak. Oh, rats. Yeah, good question that, Revo. Cake, Tiff? Spruce and Graham, she can send you the bill. Yeah. Don't go giving her ideas. What's this, Tiff? No treats, sorry, Graham. All essentials. 40 quid alone was on Willow's food. I've had 2 months worth at a time. Both wet and dry food. Wow. Yeah, they're not the most sort of like convenient price wise, are they, cats? Yes, we do. Oh, and apparently, Revo, there's no cake either. God. I don't know. No cake. I mean, no cake. How can you not have cake? Dear, oh dear. Right. Where am I? See, I've got to concentrate on what I'm doing now. All I can think about is cake. Okay. Part 99. Okay. Right, it must be the full width of that, I would think. And then 106 at the bottom. Like so. Okay. And 130 joins those together. Let's have a look. Right. I bend the angle. Okay. So I think it might be an idea for me to try and get the side pieces on first before I glue anything of that in position. So 129. So let's see. Right, now this piece is Must be upright. So, looking at that. Oh, I see. We've got the outside stuff. Oh, that's quite clever. Oh, that's all right. It'll be better once it's glued. There, it fell apart. Look at that. That was your fault, whoever. Right. Actually, perhaps I will get a little bit of glue on this. Yes, I will. I'm knocking it all over the place. If I get a little bit of glue on and position it before it sets. Right. Where's my glue? Come here. There we go. Something to hold it in place. Then do the same with this one. Right. Here we go. Sorry, I've gone quiet for a sec. Just concentrating on holding this together while I glue it. Okay. So I will give that a minute or two just to go off a fraction. Then I can start looking at getting that piece in place and getting the angles right for that. We'll give that a minute and I'll catch up with the chat. How dare you not be talking behind my back, look. So there's no cake according to Tiff. Dorka reckons you've got to go back and get some. Dorka says he does a chicken out defrosting for dinner tonight. Very nice. Tiffany saying I make my own cakes, I don't buy them. Fair dues. Can't argue with that. And we both saying chocolate cake grab. Oh, don't. Please don't. Oh. And Tiff stuff. Sorry, Dorcas saying homemade cake is always better unless I make it. It might be edible. And Tiff saying always homemade cake and bickies. He was saying, shh, you reading chat? Yeah, I know. It makes a nice, pleasant change for me to read chat, doesn't it? Well, I will only be going for about another 15 minutes. So that'll be a nice hour and a half long stream. And then I can just go and have a break, and I will either see you on Marcus's stream if he's got a place on panel. If not, I will be there in chat with you guys. So either way, you're not going to get away from me. I'm sorry. You know, life ain't that easy. I mean, there's nothing I can think of that's more fun than annoying you, you know. Though since we've mentioned it, all I can think about is chocolate cake now. I hate him. I hate him, I tell you. Let's put glue in place. Let's go around the other side. Right, okay, let's get that little wipe off. Okay, so what we'll do in a second is just get some glue on these tabs this side. Then I can position those ones on the other correctly as well. What's this ghost? I've just sculpted a not subtle Easter egg on my new diorama. A few coats of place to seed it, then primer. Oh, right. We would say, me, I'm a good boy. Chocolate cake, chocolate cake. Yeah. If only it was that easy, mate. I may even run some glue right down the inside seam of these. I think if I don't, it's not going to be that sturdy, to be honest. At least if I do it one side, I will have the space to do it. Oh, David, Sorry to tell you, Graham, the strawberry green turnover was very, yeah, I'm sure it was, mate. I'm sure it flaming was. God. You see, there's somebody else I used to like, Dave Markey, and now he's doing things like this to me. God. Find out who your friends are, don't you? Right, here is a question. You've only got 9 minutes to answer it. I mean, I know it's probably a long shot for some of you guys that aren't actually residing in the UK, but is anybody going to Telford this year for the IPMS show? My plan is to be there. You won't miss me, mate. I'll be on my bloody mobility scooter because I'm damned if I'm walking around that place at the moment. But it is definitely my plan to go. As I've said many times in the past on streams, I literally live 12 miles away from the International Centre in Telford, and I actually used to work in Telford Town Centre. So right. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tiff. It is a bit of a journey for yourself, isn't it? To be honest. I mean, I still don't know whether it's happening or not at the moment, but there were plans that Skippy Scott was looking to try and get over from Tasmania to come to the IPMS show. I don't know whether that's still a goer, considering how things have changed with regards to flights and that due to a certain dispute that's going on in the Middle East. But, you know, you never know. Okay, that's one side fitted. This one just needs gluing up now. But if you do go, keep an eye out for me. I'm difficult to miss, you know, and it would be really good to see you. Oh, hang on a minute. Get this one up first. I would if I had the money. I would have bought the speed hump to slow you down. Yeah. Yeah, but mind you, if there's anything in particular you want and there's a queue, I'm quite happy to go barging through the queue to make space for you. Yeah, not just the journey, it's the price too. Yeah, very true. And we got LWM modelling in. Are you, Bill? Hope you're feeling better, mate. Saying even girls and boys and anyone in between. And everybody saying hi to Bill. You're just in time for 5 minutes of waffle from me. And then I'm done, mate. But I appreciate you coming in anyway. Always good to see someone come in and say hello. Hello. Right. So that is just done, I believe. Which one did I go that side? Right, okay. So that's the side that will need gluing in a moment. Great stuff. Right. Okay, I might just have time to get this glued down. And then we will call it an evening for me at least. I mean, obviously you need to gain your strength ready for Marcus's stream in a little over half an hour. You know, it can be exhausting, but come on. Nah. The best Saturday night stream there is, as everybody says. Always a giggle, always fun. I'll clean up on that because that white glue will show up a bit on the black shiny card, but they were saying I'm in two minds with Telford. I don't know if it's worth it. I wouldn't say it was worth it purely to turn up and buy kits. However, I would say it was worth it if you intend to turn up and buy modelling supplies. Because you name it, it will be there. Yeah, I mean, there was one store last time I went, all they were selling was scalpel blades. Literally just scalpel blades. So any shape, any size you wanted, and the handles, everything that you would think. And to be perfectly honest, it was much easier for me to go and do that than to have to order them through Amazon, then hunt out my passport just to prove that I was over 18 years of age. I mean, you'll see me. I think I might look slightly older than 18, but nah, they've got to see your passport. There you go. What's this, Bill? Your long shaft thing looks a bit wonky. You might need to get that looked at. It's meant to be wonky, mate. It is. It's the way it's made. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with a wonky black shafty thing. What am I saying? Anyway. Look, on that note, guys, I think we will call it a night. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. It's always appreciated. Thanks for filling up the chat as well. That always helps. As I said before, if you haven't given a thumbs up, please consider doing so. And also, if you like the sort of content that I put out, then please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost a penny. And as I say, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. But until the next time I live stream, which I don't know when it will be, I might try and get one fitted in early part of next week if there's any space. If Moz isn't streaming on Monday, then I might do an 8 till 10 on Monday, just to, so we've got something to look at during that time. But we'll see. But until then, guys, thank you very much indeed. Don't forget, you've got Marcus in half an hour. Okay, so make sure you get over there in good time. You've got time to get yourself another strawberry and cream turnover, Dave Markey, you get. Okay, and the rest of us, we'll just make a cup of coffee. We'll sit back and chill and wait for Marcus. But until then, I'll see you soon, yeah? Take care, guys.